Good. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. I love I told you so. I mean, I really do. And during last night's special broadcast, we saw something that, frankly, is brand new. And on top of being brand new, they kind of substantiate a feature of LinkedIn that I've been talking about for months. Now, I want you to understand how social networks work. They study the actions and activity of their users. And when they find that their users are engaged in particular activities, they make it easy or easier to engage in those activities. And so one of the things that we've been talking about for months that involves connecting with people that are active, because unless you're connecting with people that are active, you're not going to get anywhere. So let me share the screen. Last night, we revealed breaking news, and since last night, it's kind of increased because I've been playing around with Facebook and LinkedIn, and I'm uncovering some new things that are going to enable all of you to talk to more people faster. And so tonight, at 9 o'clock during our special broadcast, I'm going to dive deeper into these new things. So make sure you register, and more important than that, make sure you bring members of your team, because what I'm going to share with you will help you talk to more people faster. And of course, the more of your team members that know about this, the faster your business is going to grow. Now, next week, we start the second half of the year. 6 months have gone by. And so ask yourself, what's the state of your business? How many team members do you have? How many business builders do you have? How does your business compare today with what it was at the beginning of the year? We have another 6 months to go. And I'm going to share with you some things that will help the entire business building process go even faster. Second half of the year. Now you can start the second half with faster results, enroll better prospects in less time, build a highly motivated team, become a leader and a top earner. And you can do it with just a profile on Facebook and LinkedIn. Finish the year at a higher level with a bigger team. Again, join me tonight at 9 o'clock East Coast time. And you can transform your profile into marketing magnets with just 5 profile tweaks. My formula: create a page, connect with people, communicate, and close. The 4 C's has worked for years. And there's one element to this process that for many of you made the process a little difficult. And so I've added additional information in our new scripts book that's going to be released during the July boot camp. That's going to give you more ammunition to help you talk to people, move the process from making these connections to bringing people into your business. Now, LinkedIn and Facebook's new features make enrolling business builders faster. Change your profile photo and it creates immediate responses. Additionally, the happy birthday strategy and the happy holiday strategy is also generating almost immediate results. Now, one of the things that they've changed, if you go to celebrations, for those of you that are on LinkedIn, what we noticed last night for the first time is when you look at the results, you're going to see something that wasn't here last week. Remember, we told all of you, just because somebody's having a birthday, you need to make sure that they're active. And we have to look, and we can look up as part of the conversation how long you've been connected. So now they're telling you, congratulate Frankie, you've been connected for 4 years. Congratulate Jerome, 1 month. Congratulate Leslie, you've been connected for 11 years. For birthday is the same thing. Wish happy birthday, 7 years, 6 years, 5 years. And it's the same thing with anniversaries. This is going to make the whole process faster. So you can easily connect with perfect prospects. And now, in our July boot camp, we're going to give you an additional piece to make the process go faster. Communicate with them at your convenience. Qualify them with simple, proven questions, and actually have fun during the process. So I am going to pop over here. And let's take a look and see who's here. And now we're going to jump into profiles and conversations, okay? Bill, good morning. Let me log out of my account. Let me unmute Bill.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Bill. I was pleasantly surprised to see you yesterday. How you been? How have you been?
I've recovered quite well now, so I'm ready to get on the bandwagon. So I haven't been doing anything here for a while, so ready to get going. So
I'll call you later, Bill, and we'll get you on the schedule.
Yeah, later this afternoon would be before I got so much going on today.
Let me just show you a couple of things.
Thank you.
All right. So first, because you've been gone for a while, we have to make sure that they haven't changed your settings. And so the most important part is visibility. Manage active status. That's all we really need. Everybody can see what you're doing. And let's see, make sure they didn't change your, okay, perfect. Now, if we come back over to your profile, there are a couple of things that we can do that will create immediate responses. So we're going to come down here. Now we have this, we started this in March. So we're going to come up we're going to change this from March to July. And what that's going to do is that's going to create an anniversary. So next week, at the beginning of July, you're going to start getting congratulations. When we do, there's a faster way to do it. But for now, we'll just change this. And now you're good to go. I'm going to show you some other things. Let me look. Okay, now, first, let me pop out of Bill's account. And I'm going to jump into Tiffany's account first, because at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. It's all about who are you talking to? All right. So now I'm going to pop over here to the message area. Now, first, let's go over here and check out the network. And so you can see that Tiffany doesn't have celebrations, but she has the link. In other words, if it doesn't show up here, there's a special link that you could use to get it. Now, come over here to the message area. Now, Tiffany is just getting started.
Good morning,
Good morning, Tiffany. So who are you talking to? Who are we going to look at?
Jennifer, Jennifer. So she hasn't lost her job yet. She's
Which
losing it on the
Jennifer?
26th.
Which one?
Naples. Yeah, I didn't know how to proceed from there.
Okay, so she's losing her job at the end of July. Now, again, she's one of the Bed Bath and Beyond recruit people that are losing their jobs. So these are people that clearly are looking for a need. So if you bring up her profile, one of the things that we need to be aware of is how active are people. Now, if you scroll down here and look at her activity, come down here to the bottom. So we've been talking to everybody and sharing that you need to make sure if you're going to reach out to somebody, just because she's in Bed Bath and Beyond doesn't mean she's active on LinkedIn. So up to now, we could go to the posts and we could see she reposted this 6 days ago. So we know she's active. But now they've added other elements to make it easy to identify the people that are active. Now, if they make a comment to anything that she sees. So she made a comment about this 5 days ago. So you've got comments, and another feature is reactions. So she celebrated this, whether they like it, whatever it is. This shows you that they're active. And so 5 days ago, she joined Recruitix because she's looking for a new job. Now, so we look at her profile. She's got 3,600 followers. So right away, if you can see that, it's telling you that she's following the structure that LinkedIn is suggesting everybody, which is to put a follow button on their page. We know that that slows the process down. You're better served with a connect button. So she's worked for them for 6 years as an associate regional recruiter. So you've got her entire work history at Bed Bath & Beyond. And what you're looking for is you're looking for her talent, the things that, the skills that she has developed over the years that make her a great prospect for your business. So the fact that she's a recruiter and she's worked partnering with teams. So she's a recruiter. You're looking for some, which is not bad because you want to be successful in your business, you need a recruiter. The longer she's with the company, associate regional recruiter. What we'd like to see is training. So she's a recruiter. And she's spending her time, or she's spent the last 6.5 years recruiting for Bed Bath & Beyond, building up, helping them build up their business. What'd she do before? She was a studio manager. Recruiting. Now, an experienced recruiter, passionate about people, well, you're looking for people that are passionate about people. And in our scripts book, we have a classic textbook example of how once we know there's a need, we can transition with our conversation. And frankly, I mean, the basic scenario is perhaps it's time to stop building teams for other people, other companies, and start building one for your own. Now, you always have to look at the response you get to start a conversation. Your next question is going to come out of this response. But let's kind of scroll up. So you center this. Now you're getting a little ahead of yourself, Tiffany. Okay. So and I'm not saying this is bad. I'm losing my job. Now, today being Monday, now this was June the 13th. So here we are, June the 26th. So first, let's add something. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And that's not it either. I'll take one more shot at it. Nope. All right. So historically, we're going to center an image. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. Then I hope you had a nice weekend. My last day is July 26th. There are possible buyers. So we'll respond to this. Now, it's all speculation. I'm just ready to close this chapter and move on. 7 years. What we don't want to do is hit her with, oh, hey, look at my business. Simple question. Now, the thing is, because she's possibly losing her job in 3 weeks, and she's a serious prospect for your business, you want to be messaging her, sharing posted messages almost every day. You want to stay. And then no worries about Jamie. Okay, no worries. Now, Tiffany, give me one more.
Jacqueline, Jacquelyn. Yeah, YN.
Is the L in there?
Yeah, take out that I and replace it with the Y.
Why do you want to return to the workforce? So what you're looking at is you want to look at her suitability for your business. Stay-at-home mom looking for fully remote work. Okay, so she's been a substitute teacher for 5.5 years. Now, as a substitute teacher, teachers make great prospects. And so basically, we want to be thinking in terms of introducing the business. She's got many of the teachers, well, we've got a script already. Many of the teachers that I work with that are looking for more income are turning to the internet to do that. And then the obvious question would be, what experience have you had with network marketing?
Okay.
All right, now let's come back over here to the message. So again, we look here. Remote work. Now, again, it's Monday. So we had a nice weekend. Many of the that I work with on LinkedIn. And then the question. Now, we're just going to send this. When she comes back and says, if she knows what network marketing is, we want to find out. If she doesn't, she says, I don't have any. Then the next thing we're going to do is when I use the term network marketing, I'm referring to companies like Avon, Mary Kay.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
all righty. So let's pop over to Debbie. Because remember, it's all about conversation. You use conversation to qualify something. So we're going to go over here to messages. Emily. Now,
Good morning.
good morning. So if we look here, and I think I mentioned this last time, that if you look at all the things that she's done, you look at all the things that she's done, there's no clear, obvious need. Now, we go over, take a look at the message.
Yeah, she was looking for a job. And she did find one, but it's commuting an hour each way.
Mhm.
And so, so anyway, this is so then we, we gave her the
Okay,
transition.
all right. Okay, so she does have a need.
And she does a lot of things. I mean, she's very impressive and, I knew she was doing a lot of things, and a lot of times people who do so much and accomplish so much do way more than, even though she may think she doesn't have time, can accomplish more than people who don't.
Now, what's her own business?
She's a doula for postpartum women who have had their babies.
Mhm.
And so
Okay, now, so again, the reason she's telling you this, you ask her, what do you know about network marketing? She doesn't answer the question.
Right.
Okay. I think at this point I have a lot on my plate with a new job. Okay. So here's the thing. If we were going to pursue this, and this is, frankly, a decision that you would have to make. If we were going to pursue this, we would have to address the reason that she's looking for another job. Okay? Because she's telling you, I want to be able to spend more time with my family and my kids. And is an hour drive. So she's spending 2 hours a day in the car. All right.
Right.
So and she needs something that she's excited about. So if we were going to pursue this, and I'm not saying to drop it, we would start out by saying, listen, we could start out by saying, I hope you had a nice weekend. Okay, she said, I appreciate you asking. Well, the reason that I asked is because you have the skills to be very successful. And we don't know what her experience is. And in order to find out, we'd have to ask her some more questions. And we could pursue it. I appreciate the fact that, you got a lot on your plate. However, the reason I brought it up is because, number one, many of the teachers, that I work with, we have to give her enough reason to want to be able to look, or we have to give her enough reason to answer the question. Because what we're doing is we're talking to somebody, we don't know what her network marketing experience is. We don't know whether she's just telling us this because she knows something about it. Okay. Or if we take it at face value, we would have to show her that it doesn't require, to be successful in this business. Number one, you got to be passionate about it. And without going into a lot of details, probably want to say something to the effect that, basically, we would have to strategize and lay out and show her why this would benefit her. And the one that I'm thinking about is that little emoji with the figure, balance, throwing 3 plates up in the air. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Okay. So, basically, but we have to, basically, adjust a strategy that would make her want to learn more. But at the same point in time, the strategy has to explain what does she know about network marketing? Because if she's got any network marketing experience, and we think she does, based on all the things that she's done, her understanding of network marketing, her perception of the way you do the business is old school.
Right.
So, oh, network marketing, man, I gotta call my friends. I gotta do all these things. I gotta go to people's homes. So we would also have to address that in the answer. Okay, so why don't you work on that, come up with what you think would be an appropriate response. I think at this point I have a lot on my plate with a new job. So I appreciate you asking. I'd start out by saying, well, the reason I asked is because based on your experience, you would be very successful in network marketing. And probably because she mentions that she's needs to be passionate about something. To be successful in network marketing involves you wouldn't be, in order to be successful in network marketing, you have to be passionate about the business and the company. But doesn't take, but it would enable you, to shave off. Now, an interesting question would be, I mean, so you got this new job. What are you making at the new job?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you making at that new job? If you could remain at home and make as much money as you're making in that part-time, in that 4-day-a-week job. So you're saving, so you're working 4 hours a day, 2-hour drive. So that's 8 hours of drive time, and be able to do some, and still focus on her business and her doctorate program. Would she like to know how she could be doing that? But again, we have to find out what her experience is. And as Barbara mentions, not to mention the fact of gas.
Mm.
All right. So come up with something that
Okay.
you think would be a good idea. We'll take a look at it. And let me pop out of this.
And part of me thinks too, I do want to pursue this. And it may be that as she is driving back and forth and she's away from her kids, that's when it really hits her.
Well, true. I mean, that's a very, good point. And that's always been a fascinating thing about school teachers. Because, typically during the summer, most teachers are off. So they kind of forget the reasons why they don't like to teach. See, they love the kids. They love working with kids. What they don't like is the administrative paperwork
Right.
that they're forced to go through. And so a school teacher that oh man, they forget about it. But typically the same school teacher that told you, oh man, they love what they're doing, come October, every once in a while, somebody's going to come back. And the person that told you they love what they do is going to wake up one morning and say, man, if I could do something else, I'd love it. And so what you have to do is you got to catch them on that day.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right. Now, so Ann, this is one of those things. Okay, we did this on Saturday. All right, so now what we need to do, again, it's all about posting. And we've had some fabulous examples of following up with people, which is critical. I mean, Bunmi had somebody that she started talking to last November who's finally gotten into her business. So I'm looking for okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over to, let's see. Let's go to our homepage. I'm going to come down here. Today is a new day. Don't let your history interfere with your destiny. Let today be the day you stop being a victim of your circumstance and start taking action towards the life you want. You have the power and the time to shape your life. Moving image. All right, so all we're going to do is we're going to post this so all of our friends can see it. And now, let me unmute Ann. Because what you can do, and again, this is an expanded version of that LinkedIn's letting us all do. So we go over here first. Well, you can send it to me. And here's Jamie down here. Is there anybody else right off the top of your head that you'd like to send this to?
No, I'm really waiting to hear back from people.
Well, no, that's fine. No, you don't have to wait. Remember, you're waiting to hear back from people. We don't have to wait for them. You're sharing while we're waiting, we can still be posting things.
So this is going to their private message?
Yes.
Okay.
So what you could do is go back through, go back here, and where it's appropriate, you send it.
Okay.
So everybody that you're connected to, in theory, would see it. But to make sure they see it, you can send it to them directly.
Okay.
But it's critically important when you're talking to people, while you're waiting for them to answer your questions, it's critically important to be posting things, to be putting things directly in their hands that will keep you on their radar.
Yeah, in front of them. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Makes
you don't have to make any comments, just take a motivating quote pop it over and send it.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
How
So-
do I send it now?
Well, what
how
you
do I-
do, is you go back and you look at your posts.
Okay.
Okay, you can find them right here. Posts and activity.
Okay.
So it's gonna be right here. Then you come down here and you just hit send. And let's check off the people you want to send it to.
Okay.
All righty. Now we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back at 4 o'clock tonight or this afternoon. And then we're gonna be back at 9 o'clock. But for those of you that haven't registered for, for those of you that haven't registered for the July boot camp. Okay. The July boot camp has an extra session. Typically, boot camp is 4 sessions. This one's going to be 5. You can use the promo code best deal that'll reduce the price to $79. You can register today and you'll have access to the June boot camp. The thing is that the 5th boot camp session is all about the daily routine of top earners. How to develop the mindset of $1 million top earner and their daily activity that got them to the top. It's an extra session and it is loaded with great business building information. I'm going to put it in the chat. And frankly, if you have members of your team you really want to get them involved. So first, I'm going to send the information for that. Then for the retreat, you go to maxsteinhardt.com/retreat. And use the promo code, special promo, to drop the price to $279, and there is a 2 payment option. And last but not least, this is the link for tonight's 9 o'clock session. You definitely want to invite members of your team to be there. We've got a whole list. There's about 9 new things that we're going to be talking about tonight. So until next time, best luck in building your business. We have the rest of the week. You know, one of my students, the last 6 days of the month, enrolled 8 people. So now is the time to dust off the project launch script. We'll catch up.